In this video, we're going thrifting again, and this time we're going to some swap meets and flea markets. Hey, what's up? It's Jared, the MTG Ninja. Welcome to another video. So last weekend, me and my son Joshua went thrifting again, and we checked out some flea markets and swap meets. And so if you watched my other thrifting video, then you know that me and him just like to go thrifting, and we like looking for things like magic cards, of course, but also things like books and toys and whatever else cool that we can find. So last weekend there was a swap meet happening that we hadn't been to before, and so I think it only happens like once every month or 2 months. And so it was happening last weekend, and so we figured we'd go check it out. It didn't open up until later in the day, and so we went to our regular flea market first. And our regular flea market is kind of hard to find magic cards and other cool old stuff. You get a lot of the same things over and over. You get a lot of the things that people are just picking up at thrift stores, at the DI and Goodwill and Savers. And so there's a lot of secondhand toys, a lot of clothes, a lot of landscaping tools, and a bunch of other random stuff. But you don't really see a whole lot of cool old like retro or vintage toys or magic cards or books or anything like that. And so we went and checked it out, and our regular people didn't really have anything, and we didn't really find too much there. But we just happened across this one stall where there was a boy there, and he said his brother had a box of magic cards. And so we went through it, and they were older cards from my day back in the 90s, but there wasn't really anything that cool in there. And so I ended up getting a couple of cards just for like nostalgia's sake. But other than that, we didn't find a whole lot. Joshua ended up getting a cool like cowboy toy revolver. But other than that, I don't think we got anything. And then we headed over to the other swap meet. And this one, again, this was the first time we went there. So we didn't know really what to expect, but it kind of wasn't anything like the other flea market. And this one, we could tell it was like more higher end and more trendy, I guess you could say, because there were a lot more people that were into like trendy clothes and hipster type stuff. But we did happen across a couple of stalls that were interesting. One of the stalls had some booster packs, not magic ones, but they had some, I think, Spawn and some Star Trek booster packs. We didn't end up getting any because they were kind of overpriced, but she did say she had some magic cards at home, and so I need to reach out to her and see kind of what she has there. But other than that, the one other cool stall that we went to was an artist stall, and Joshua ended up getting some of her little cards that she was selling, as well as like one of her little prints, and so that was cool. But other than that, we kind of struck out and didn't really find too much interesting. And so afterwards, because we were downtown anyway, we just ended up going to the LGS that's there, which is Oasis Games. Joshua got a couple of toys from their little machine, their quarter machine, and then I ended up getting a couple of booster packs and opening those up. And I don't think I really had any really great pulls. I think I had some okay ones, but since we were there at Oasis, I figured I'd shoot a little bit of footage of the cool things that they had on the walls, like the Urza Saga foil uncut sheet that they have there, which is really cool. So yeah, nothing really crazy that happened on that day of thrifting and going to swap meets and flea markets, but it was cool to find some old cards from the 90s at one, and it was cool to just see an artist with a different style and support her and get some of her work. And it was funny because Joshua, I think, was even more excited about getting some of her stuff than I was, which was really cool to see. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but it was fun just spending some time with my son and going and searching for some stuff. And I'll let you know if that lady ends up having anything cool with the magic cards she said she had at home. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.